operation for landing. Please ensure your seat backs are in the upright position, your headrests are lowered, and your tray tables are stowed. Any carry-on items now should be secured underneath the seats or in the overhead compartment.
Welcome to Heads vs. Feds, where the ultimate odd couple give their take on the drug war news stories of the day. I'm Stephen Hager, former editor-in-chief of High Times Magazine.
And I'm Bob Stutman, former head of New York's DEA's office.
The big news story of the day that I want to bring light to is the fact that the House in Montana, they're trying to work out a compromise because they don't like the dispensary system that's going on in California and Colorado. So the House is just voted to approve basically grow your own model. If you got a medical card and your doctor thinks you should have access to medical marijuana, then you have the right to grow it yourself. But that's all you can do. You can't do anything else. And I actually, I'm afraid of Sativex. I'm afraid what's going to happen if Sativex is cleared here by the FDA and the DEA, and are they suddenly going to deny every person who's growing their own pot? Basically going to say you can't do that anymore? Because that's scary to me.
Well, the answer to your question is of course they are. There is no medical model in the United States or any other Western country that allows you to grow your own medicine if you make a medical claim for it. In other words, a prescription drug. You are not allowed to grow prescription drugs. What is going to happen? I think New Jersey has fallen upon the model, and as you know, what they've done in New Jersey, they have approved medical marijuana for very specific, very tough diseases. I think there are 6 of them, things like cancer, AIDS, multiple sclerosis, etc., number one. Number two, you have to have a relationship with a physician. None of this LA crap where you spend $150 to spend 10 minutes with a doctor who all he does is write. You have to have a relationship with a physician, which means you must have seen him or her 4 times over the period of a year, a real doctor. They have the right to write a prescription. And number 3, you must get the marijuana from an approved regulatory place. You cannot grow your own. I believe that's real medicine. Anything other than that, Steve, is simply recreational use, giving it the facade of medicine. As you know, I know Montana fairly well. I spent 7 or 8 days there with high school and middle school students. And it is clear that medical marijuana has caused a significant upswing in marijuana use in that state amongst young kids. Kids told me by the dozens, why would I not use marijuana if my parents can use it at home with a green card? I don't think that's going to pass in Montana. In fact, as you know, there is a repeal bill on the governor's desk. I think there's a decent chance medical marijuana will be repealed in California. Steve, your day of everybody can grow anything that they want because it's medicine has had its heyday, and the American people are catching up with that facade.
We have not had our heyday. We have not had our day in the sun. There's only a couple of states that allow people to grow their own. Maybe more coming soon. But I hope that someday we can take the monopoly on medicine away from the pharmaceutical industry, give it back to the American people. So check back with us next week or maybe tomorrow for the next episode of Heads vs. Feds.
Yeah, who knows what crazy thing he's going to say next that I'll have to respond to.